ये क्वेश्चन है, ये मेंस में आया हुआ क्वेश्चन है। व्हाट आर द कैटेगरीज ऑफ स्पेशल मजिस्ट्रेट? व्हाट इज मींट बाय मेट्रोपॉलिटन एरिया एंड मेट्रोपॉलिटन मजिस्ट्रेट? ठीक है, तो ये क्वेश्चन बेसिकली जो है इसमें बहुत ज्यादा आपको केस लॉ वगैरह से मतलब नहीं, बिल्कुल सीधे सीधे सेक्शन से पूछ लिया गया है। ठीक है, तो किस सेक्शन में इसका मेंशन है सबसे पहले तो आपको वो लिखना है। देखिए, ठीक है, तो इसको मैं जूम कर रहा हूँ, इसको आप देख सकते हैं। तो जो कहा गया है बात आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर कि सेक्शन 13(1) एंड 18(1) ऑफ द क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड, यहाँ कोड में कोड है, ठीक है, क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड, ठीक है। द प्रोविजन ऑफ स्पेशल मजिस्ट्रेट हैज बीन लेड डाउन, ठीक है। तो स्पेशल मजिस्ट्रेट बेसिकली क्या होता है, जैसे नाम से स्पष्ट है, स्पेशल मतलब खास। अब खास कौन होगा? जैसे कि आपने एविडेंस एक्ट में एक्सपर्ट एविडेंस भी में भी पढ़ा था कि जिसके पास खास नॉलेज हो, ठीक है। तो यहाँ खास से मतलब है कि किसी खास चीज में, किसी पर्टिकुलर काइंड ऑफ केसेज और क्लास ऑफ केसेज में, if the person is having such and such knowledge, such and such specific knowledge, and who is having lots of experience about in dealing with certain special cases, so that kind of government employees or that kind of other workers, ठीक है, in government will be considered to be appointed as special judicial magistrate. The provision thereof has been laid down in 13(1) and 18(1). It is special judicial magistrate, okay, and in 21 section that we will study later on, under section 21 there is a provision of a special executive magistrate, okay. So the state has discretion upon that, especially for the special executive magistrate. But here in we will deal with the special judicial magistrate that we are talking about. The first thing, the special judicial magistrate, we will be talking about the special judicial magistrate. So under section 13 of CRPC, the High Court may on request by central or state government confer upon any person, here you should give emphasis on any person, okay, who holds or has held any post under the government, who has been a government employee and is having some experience that is of a special kind or a special class of cases. If that government employee is dealing with, has been dealing with such and such cases that are the fact in issue in a court, or that the matter of thereof is sub judice in a court, then he can be considered as an special judicial magistrate, but the qualification thereof will be decided by the High Court itself. So that is what it is saying here. Such magistrate shall be appointed for such term not exceeding 1 year. Okay, the tenure is also fixed. That is 1 year. So that has to be mentioned here. This is very important fact that 1 year is the tenure. However, it can be extended if the court deems fit. Okay, at a time at the High Court may by general or special order direct shall have such qualifications. So qualification thereof will be mentioned by the High Court itself. Okay, so that must be mentioned here that High Court will decide the qualification of that kind of a special judicial magistrate. The tenure is fixed, however, it can be extended by the High Court, and any government employee, any person that has long experience in dealing with a particular kind of case or class of cases, and that person can be considered as becoming the special judicial magistrate. So this is the provision that has been laid down under section 13(1) of CRPC. Okay. So now come to the special metropolitan magistrate. Okay, so the provision of the special metropolitan magistrate has been laid down under section 18. So only key point you have to remember. Okay, like a total means crafting. If you have to craft an answer, only when you will be able to craft an answer when you have important facts in your mind. You have just to add all those facts and to give it a form. Okay, that can be read out by the reader or any audience or invigilator. Okay, so here we must keep emphasize on facts. The facts are section 18. Okay, special metropolitan has been talked about under section 18 of the CRPC. Person holding any post. The same thing has been written down here also, that the person who is having such experience or so experience in a particular kind of cases in dealing with such class of cases will be considered to be made as an special metropolitan magistrate. That discretion here also goes to the High Court. That High Court will decide that what would be the tenure and what will be the condition of service and what will be the qualification of the special metropolitan magistrate. The same kind of qualification has been laid down here also under section 18, but the difference is that the metropolitan magistrate, the level of this kind of magistrate is of first class. Okay, and it works in a metropolitan area. If he is not working in a metropolitan area and he is working any other area apart from the the metropolitan area, then he can be considered as first class metropolitan special metropolitan magistrate. So this is the main gist of this section, and you can write down in your manner, in your language, but these facts has to be mentioned in your answer. Okay, now come to the third, that is special executive magistrate. Special executive magistrate. So the special executive magistrate has been mentioned under section 21 of CRPC, that you must have to uh, explain this, that what is the provision under section 21 of CRPC. The provisions are following, that is government appoints for such term as it thinks fit. So sole discretion thereof is on government, that government will decide that what kind of magistrate can be appointed for what matters, what kind of cases, okay, or what kind of conditions. So everything, every discretion here goes to the state government. Here no role uh, the High Court has to play in the decision of appointing the executive magistrate. So here again you see that for the performance of particular area, particular function, if such any kind of specific condition arises in certain area or a special circumstances has arisen and state government thinks fit here that some special magistrate has to be appointed, so he can pick out any government official that he thinks that person will be suitable for the special circumstances. So that person, depending upon the experience of such kind, can be appointed as a special executive magistrate. So you can see the differences of special judicial magistrate and special executive magistrate. The section thereof has been written down respectively. You can see that special judicial magistrate, it is under section 13 of CRPC. A special metropolitan magistrate, it is under section 18 of CRPC. You have to only write down the provisions of section that has been given in your BEAR Act. Nothing extra has to be or needs to be written down in your answer. Okay. So this is the, now come to the provision of metropolitan area. So metropolitan area as has been written down under section 18, laid down under section 18. So by notification, the state government will notify that such area or such town has been declared to be hereinafter as a metropolitan area. The condition is that it must satisfy the population, that is 1 million. It needs to be 1 million population to be declared as a metropolitan area. So section under section 18, the provision, so the section 8, the provision is clear that 1 million population needs to be there in order to be declared an area to be a metropolitan area. Now the second provision, that each presidency towns, okay. So first under subsection first, what we see that 1 million population, it talked about that it is the requirement, it is the eligibility criteria for a town to be a metropolitan area. Now the second provision is that each presidency town, Bombay, Calcutta, so it is but natural that when the population will exceed or equals to that mark, then that area will be considered as metropolitan area. So all the already having such areas like Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, and the city of Ahmedabad, where itself became a metropolitan area. Third is a state government may extend, reduce, or alter. So it is sole discretion upon a state that government may extend or reduce an area, and if thereby population decreases, so the state government will notify that this area is not anymore a metropolitan area. The provision thereof has been laid in the following paras. You can see under fourth point, the state government may notify if the population of such area fall below 1 million to have been ceased to be metropolitan area. So it is must to notify. Okay, unless the notification has been done, that area will not cease to be a metropolitan area. So that area will remain as usual unless the state government notify. So notwithstanding such seizure, the pending cases under these court magistrates shall continue as if such seizure has not taken. So whatever the matter is sub judice under that existing court, that metropolitan court, so that cases will be dealt as if that such seizure had not taken place. Means as usual that will be, but no new cases will be filed in such manner as it is considered like metropolitan area. So sub judice cases, the cases which are pending only, that cases can be tried in that particular case, that particular kind of case. But when seizure happens, thereafter no new cases can be admitted under that metropolitan code. Okay. Now, under fifth section, subsection, we see that in case such alteration or reduction has taken place according to subsection 3 of the code, it shall not affect the trial. The same thing is here also, that when such seizure takes place, such alteration has been done by a state government and thereby the population has been decreased or is reduced, then the cases that were going on earlier will be going on as if such seizure had not taken place. Okay, so these are the provision of metropolitan area. Okay, so in this manner you have to write down your answer, or you have to remember all those necessary facts, and you may not write in this point form. You should have a general flow of language, and your language you can write down all those points.